to the swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. A first down for the offense. Looking for a man, it's Best. Wasting no time taking a shot. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Hey, a lot of coaches talk about, let's set the tone early. Let's come out and assert our style. I like it. Let's just come out and fling it and make a big play and make this defense know we're ready to get this thing rolling.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Give to the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
They'll run it from the gun. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air. It's Best. They're trying to get to it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. I mean, not only were those two guys not on the same page, I don't think they were in the same playbook. They barely looked like they were on the same team. Now it's third down. Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn, from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He's got his man, giving him his pads. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on it.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He's looking to throw. It's complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. The receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short clip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that end. Nice job by the defense.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. They'll go to the air. They brought the heat in. They get him on the ground, and a 4th down sack stops this drive cold.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Best. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got him, and they convert. At the 40, there he goes. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the...
A shot toward the end zone. And he intercepts it. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him at the 22 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball back quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And the Tigers are marching down the field. He'll keep it himself. Turns it on in midfield. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
That's a really nice job running the option at the QB position. He reminds me of the great Heisman winner Cam Newton, who completely changed the trajectory of the Auburn Tiger and football program when he transferred in, came to the Plains. It was just like they were shot out of a cannon offensively after that. His athleticism changed the game. Not just in Auburn, I think maybe even in the SEC. This guy has some unique ability.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Quarterback gets the 1st down and more. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
For offensive coordinators, you see big runs like this in the first half, man, it gets you excited because it opens up the whole playbook, everything I have to use. I like all these.
They want to run this quarterback. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. LSU managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. Don't blame the gumbo there in Baton Rouge this week. These Tigers are to blame for this one being this close. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking downfield, it's Best. It's complete to the right. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just checkdowns or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical. And he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the second level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in the backfield.
To the air on first down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Escapes trouble. Going to try to get it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
To the air, it's Best. He's got his man. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he puts through the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
And those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop the run.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 45, on his way. Open runway ahead. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Quarterback empties his backfield. On the move. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Using his feet. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He's going to bring it out from deep. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Didn't find much running room on first down. 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Crosses the 40. Oh, look out! And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Finds a crease at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to end. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
He's going to get loose. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Florida! And that one will give them the lead. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great field. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He leaves it with the back. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the ground with the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Wide out in motion. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Auburn lines up quickly. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. He wants to throw. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
A designed run for the quarterback. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They're going to stay aggressive here. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. On the move. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Quarterback keeps it. Got the first down and still on his feet. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Got 5 wide out spread across the field on 2nd and 5. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Quarterback keeper. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
That's a first down for the offense.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. He's going to pass. Got it set up on the outside. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws to the wideout. He got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Now on the move. Touchdown Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Number 7.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments, and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And he's going to run it back. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Couldn't get the chains moved there, and now this 4th down is so important.
And it's getting so critical now in this 4th quarter. We've got to make some plays. This is probably go time. And here's the thing. At least you picked up some yards on 3rd down to make this a little bit more manageable on 4th.
They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. He'll pull it down and run. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He's got the back in the middle. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. The pitch. Touchdown, Gators! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. Fair catch called for and made. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
Auburn.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to pass. It's Ellington. Steps away to find some room. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked up.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Dances away. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Pulls it in on the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Out of bounds. After 22. Good enough for a first down.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Going up top on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.